Most dentists think about marketing like a funnel. You dump money in ads or SEO at the very top, and you hope enough patients trickle out the bottom. The problem is funnels leak, patients fall out, come back, and you end up constantly chasing the next lead. Sound familiar? Well, there's a better way to look at it, and it comes from one of my favorite marketing books of all time, Duct Marketing by Jantsch. Instead of a funnel, he talks about using a marketing hourglass. 7 stages that take a total stranger and turn them into not just a loyal patient, but a patient who brings you referrals on autopilot. You see, in dentistry, that's gold. Because let's be honest, you don't just walk patients who show up once for a $49 cleaning special. You walk long-term patients who trust you, keep coming back, and send their friends and family your way. That's what the hourglass is all about. So in this episode, we're going to break down each of the 7 stages. Know, like, trust, try, buy, repeat, and refer. And I'll show you how to apply them directly to your dental practice. If you don't have online scheduling in 2025, you're really already behind. Patients want to book a dental visit the same way they book a haircut or a DoorDash order. Quick, simple, and without waiting on hold. Even better, offer same day or next day openings when you can. That's a conversion booster for sure. Now, financial transparency. One of the top reasons patients hesitate is cost confusion. If your staff is vague or hides behind insurance jargon, patients freeze. Clear treatment plans, transparent pricing, and options like memberships or payment plans remove that hesitation. Don't make money a mystery. Front desk as sales team. This is where your front desk makes or breaks you. If they sound rushed or unenthusiastic, patients feel like they're a burden, not a priority. On the flip side, if your front desk is trained to confidently guide the conversation, reassure the patient, and make scheduling easy, you'll close way more cases. Same-day treatment. One of the best buy strategies is same-day dentistry. If someone comes in with a broken tooth and you fix it that day instead of scheduling them 3 weeks out, guess what? They buy, and they rave about it later. We had a practice that couldn't figure out why so many patients were ghosting after consultations. We listened to the calls, and it turned out the front desk was making treatment sound optional and kind of complicated. They weren't confident. Once we trained them, gave them a clear script, and added online scheduling, the acceptance rate shot up. Same doctor, same treatments. The difference was how easy and confident the buying experience felt. So here's some action steps. Test your own scheduling system. How many clicks or minutes does it take to book an appointment? Number 2, review your financial presentations. Are they clear, simple, or full of insurance jargon? Number 3, role play with your front desk on how to confidently close an appointment, not just answer the phone. Number 4, add 1 same-day treatment block per week for emergencies or urgent cases. So that's stage 5, buy. Remember, marketing doesn't stop when the patient calls. It continues right through the buying process. If you make it easy, transparent, and even enjoyable to say yes, patients will not only buy once, they'll keep coming back and telling their friends. And that's where the real growth happens. Okay, now we've reached stage 6 of the dental marketing hourglass. It's called repeat. This is where most practices leave money on the table. Because they're so focused on chasing new patients, they forget that the easiest money comes from the people who've already trusted you once. Think about it. It costs hundreds of dollars in ads, SEO, and marketing just to get one new patient in the chair. But getting them to come back for hygiene treatment or elective procedures, that's basically free if you have the right systems. Here's the big mistake, though. Dentists assume that once someone becomes a patient, they'll automatically keep coming back. Wrong. Life gets in the way. People forget. They get busy. They move on. If you don't have a system for repeat visits, you'll constantly feel like you're on a hamster wheel chasing new patients just to stay afloat. So here's some examples on how to drive repeat visits. Recall systems that actually work. Your recall system should be more than just sending a postcard 6 months later. We're talking email, text reminders, even automated voicemails. Multiple touch points, timed properly, keep you top of mind. Patients expect Amazon style reminders now, not 1990s style postcards. Smart follow. Now, this is for unscheduled patients. A lot of practices miss this. If someone calls in, gets a treatment plan, or not a treatment plan, but they just call in asking for information, but doesn't schedule, they're gone forever unless you follow up. That's just the truth. Tools like our Smart Follow system let you automatically reach back out with a text or an email sequence. It's low pressure, but it works wonders in filling the schedule. Membership plans for loyalty. Membership plans are one of the best repeat strategies out there. For uninsured patients, it's almost a golden handcuff. They're literally paying you to stay loyal. They'll come in for regular care and are far less likely to shop around. Now, staying relevant between visits. Here's one most dentists ignore: staying in touch. A monthly email newsletter. I know it sounds old. Patient appreciation events, even just active social media updates. Remind patients that you exist. If you only show up in their life once every 6 months with a bill, that's not loyalty building. That's just transactional. You're like everybody else. We had a client once who couldn't figure out why their new patient numbers looked strong, but revenue wasn't growing. We dug into the data. Turns out they were losing almost 40% of patients after the first visit. Why? Zero follow-up system. We implemented automated reminders, built out a membership plan, and within 6 months, retention jumped. Their hygiene schedule was suddenly packed and revenue followed. So here's some action steps for this. Audit your recall system. How many patients are overdue right now? Number 2, set up multi-channel reminders: text, email, voicemail. Number 3, use our Smart Follow system or something similar. Patients who don't schedule treatment on the first call, get them back in. Number 4, launch or promote a membership plan to lock in uninsured patients. And number 5, send at least one between visits touch point monthly: newsletter, social post, or event invite. So that's stage 6, repeat. This is the compounding interest of dental marketing. When you keep patients coming back, you don't just increase revenue, you build predictability and stability. And when you combine that with new patient growth, that's when you really scale. Don't let your hard won patients slip through the cracks. Once someone says yes, make sure they keep saying yes again and again. All right, we made it to the final stage of the dental marketing hourglass: refer. This is where your marketing machine really pays off, because when patients start sending you their friends, family, and coworkers, that's growth without spending another dollar on ads. Think about it. One happy patient could be worth 10 new patients over the next few years if you build a culture of referrals. Here's the big mistake I see with this one. Dentists assume referrals will just happen organically. They think, if I do a good job, people will naturally tell others. Wrong. Patients are busy. They're not walking around thinking about how to help your practice grow. If you want referrals, you've got to be intentional about it. You've got to ask. You've got to make it easy. And sometimes you have to incentivize it. So here's how to generate some more referrals, some examples. Ask at the right moment. The perfect time to ask for a referral is right after a patient has a great experience. They just finished treatment. They're thrilled. They're smiling in the mirror. That's when you say, hey, if you have a friend or family member who could use a dentist, we'd love to take care of them too. Simple, direct, and authentic. Try reviews as referrals. Reviews are basically referrals at scale. Every Google review is like a mini referral to anyone searching online. Train your team to ask for them right after a great appointment, and automate the process with text or email links. The more reviews you have, the more referrals you'll generate without even asking in person. Formal referral programs. Some practices crush it with simple referral programs like refer a friend and you both get a $25 gift card, or free whitening for every referral. Patients love perks, and it gives them a reason to actually take action instead of just saying, yeah, I'll tell people about you someday. Create shareable moments. Think about ways to make your practice Instagram worthy. Maybe it's a photo wall for patients after smile makeovers or a branded goodie bag for kids after their first visit. These little touches make patients want to share their experience, which is basically a referral on social media. We had a client once who thought referrals were just nice to have. They weren't asking, they weren't tracking, and they had no system in place. Once we built out a simple referral program, gift cards for both the referrer and the new patient, it exploded. And within like 90 days, 20% of their new patients were coming from referrals. That's 20% growth with zero ad spend. And here's the kicker. Referred patients are way more loyal. They stick around longer and spend more. So here's some action steps for this final stage. Start asking for referrals right after positive visits, and you can tell which ones are the positive ones. Number 2, automate your review requests. Every happy patient should get a link the same day. Number 3, design a simple referral program with a clear reward for both parties. Don't overcomplicate this. Number 4, create one shareable moment in your office this month, something photo-worthy that patients will want to post. Number 5, track your referral numbers so you know if something is working. What gets tracked gets done, right? So that's stage 7, refer. This is the stage that multiplies everything else. When you build a referral culture, your best patients become your best marketing channel. All right, so there you have it. The full dental marketing hourglass. 7 stages that take someone from a total stranger to a raving fan who sends you referrals on autopilot. Let's do a quick recap. First, patients have to know you exist. That's visibility through Google Ads and community presence. Then they've got to like you. And that comes from showing your personality, your team, and being authentic online and offline. Next, they have to trust you. Reviews, testimonials, and transparency are non-negotiables here. Then comes try, giving patients a safe, low barrier to test drive your practice. After that, it's buy, making the actual experience of scheduling and paying as easy and stress-free as possible. Once they're in, you focus on repeat, keeping them loyal, re-engaged, and coming back regularly. And finally, refer, creating systems and moments that turn your happy patients into your best marketing channel. Here's the kicker. Most practices only focus on the first half of that hourglass. They spend money to get people to know them and maybe to buy once, but they completely ignore the repeat and refer stages, which is where the real profit and long-term growth come in. If you're only filling the top of the funnel and not paying attention to the bottom, your hourglass is leaking, or your funnel is leaking, and you'll always feel like you're on that hamster wheel chasing the next new patient. I mean, dentistry really should be a recurring revenue model. So my challenge to you is this. Grab a piece of paper, draw out the 7 stages, and honestly ask yourself, where are the gaps in my patient journey? Maybe you're great at generating reviews, but you never ask for referrals. Or maybe you run tons of ads, but you've got no system to follow up with unscheduled patients. Plug those leaks and you'll see your growth compound fast. And look, if you're listening to this and thinking, Chris, I'd love to implement this, but I don't have the time, the systems, or the team, that's literally what we do here at Kickstart Dental Marketing. We help dentists and orthodontists build the entire hourglass, from visibility at the top to retention and referrals at the bottom. If you want to chat about how we can help you plug the leaks in your marketing, head over to kickstartdental.com and schedule a discovery call with me. Thanks so much for listening to the No BS Dental Growth Podcast. If you did find this helpful, share it with a colleague or another dentist who could use a little clarity in their marketing. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Until then, keep growing, keep learning, and as always, no BS, just results.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Dental Marketing Podcast. Make sure to visit our website, www.kickstartdental.com/podcast, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Spotify, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you are ready to grow your practice, then you might want to schedule a free strategy session with us. Just go to kickstartdental.com and click the free strategy session button and give us 15 minutes of your time to change your practice forever. Be sure to tune in next week for our next episode. And thanks for listening to the Dental Marketing Podcast by Kickstart Dental Marketing, where dentists go to win online.